Florence has weakened slightly to a Category 2 storm, but that does not change the message. This is still going to be an incredibly high impact storm as it approaches the Carolinas. Right now, radar showing us that those far outer convective bands already working their way into the outer banks. The rain, it is going to continue to pick up as we head through the day today. And once it starts raining, it will not stop for days. We are still talking about a very slow moving storm as we head right on into the weekend and the start of next week. So let's talk about the current track here for Florence. Right now, Category 2 with sustained winds at 110 miles per hour. It will approach the Carolina coast as we head through the day today. By Friday morning at 2 a.m., it is sitting just off the coast of Wilmington. We are expecting landfall sometime on Friday now, but notice after it makes landfall, it sits there as a tropical storm, and that is good news in terms of wind speed, but it will continue to dump rain as we head through the weekend and the start of next week. Now, just how much rain? We are talking about feet of rain, 30 inches plus. Some areas that could see up to 40 inches of rain as we head through the weekend. Wilmington really in that bullseye, but all the way down into Charleston, we could see upwards of 30 inches of rain. The further inland you get, the less rain you will see, but you add on top the storm surge, and we are talking about a really dangerous situation as we head through the next few days for the Carolinas. So let's break down those impacts and what you can expect over the next few days. We're talking about rainfall from 3 to 4 feet in the highest areas. The further inland, the better off you are, but still inches of rain that will fall. The surge 9 to 13 feet. Now that's the surge on top of the tide. This is an additional wall of water that will push on shore as we head through the day on Friday. Those winds anywhere from 80 to 100 miles per hour. That will be at landfall. The winds will weaken pretty significantly upon landfall as the storm weakens, but the biggest threat here is again that flooding, major to record flooding for portions of the Carolinas, and really a life-threatening situation. So today, the last day to prepare, the last day to get out of harm's way. We'll continue to bring you updates as the day goes on, but for now, guys, back to you.
Kaitlyn, thank you. We're going to get now to Jackie DeAngelis. Jackie is in Curry, North Carolina this morning. How far do you have to go from yesterday, Jackie? You're making the rounds down there.
Good morning to you, Joe. That's right. Well, Curry Beach is a little bit south of Carolina Beach, okay, and there's one road here, basically one lane that would take you north up into that beach area. Everything is basically pretty much a ghost town here. Let's put it that way. You look down this street, these are higher end homes. They're right on the water. There's not a car in a driveway. There's not a light on in a home. Everybody here has pretty much evacuated, and they've taken those warnings very seriously. I walked down to the beach a little bit earlier. You can see as the waves break, the water is coming up farther and farther, and you can also feel the wind picking up here. As Kaitlyn mentioned in her report, wind speeds, even though this is now a Category 2, are still going to be very severe, over 100 miles an hour. So that's one issue. The second issue, of course, is the rain accumulation and the storm surge. And that is the thing that people are the most worried about. When it comes to catastrophic storms like this, water tends to be the thing that costs lives the most. So let's talk about the impact of what people on the ground are worried about. They are worried about power. They're worried about survival through the storm and afterwards. Duke Energy has said about 1 to 3 million customers could be impacted with power outages here. They say they have 20,000 personnel ready to get into action, but of course they're not going to be able to work on some of the damage from this storm until the conditions are safe enough. And we've stressed this over the course of the last few days. Human lives are the most valuable here. State officials saying that, local officials saying that, the president saying that as well. But property damage is going to be an issue when it comes to this storm. Also, the insurers taking a hit on the uncertainty as we head into Hurricane Florence. One of the worst case scenario estimates, very doomsday scenario that I saw, was $170 billion in damages across the area that could be affected here. More conservative estimates say about $20 to $30 billion. To put it in perspective, Hurricane Hugo was about 20. So a lot of things to be watching as we're heading into the day here. The sun hasn't even come up, but the wind has definitely kicked up. And as Kaitlyn said, once the rain starts later today, it's not going to stop, guys.